Assalamualaikum to everyone. This is our group infographic videos on TAX267. So, before we start, this is my group members. The first one is Fadila. We got Ainul Mardia, Nur Shadila, Nurul Ashikin, and the last one is me, Jamia Fatana. So, let's not take any time further. Let's move on to our questions given. So, this is Encik Munyandi. He is a resident individual taxpayer in Malaysia who works as a freelance software consultant, classified as a sole proprietorship business. One fine day, he submitted his Form B of the Year Assessment 2024 on time. In his tax return, he said that I have claimed a deductions of 40,000 ringgit for business travelling and entertainment expenses. But the tax auditor disallowed the entire 40,000 ringgit deduction since he failed to provide any valid invoices, logbooks or business receipts to substantiate the claim. So, Encik Munyandi strongly disagrees with the IRBM's decision, claiming that the officer was too strict. To make matters really worse, the audit also revealed that Encik Munyandi had completely hidden an offshore consultancy fee of 30,000 ringgit that he received in a foreign bank account, falsely believing that the IRBM would never find out. So, for the first questions, determine the legal cause of action available if he wishes to dispute the notice of additional assessment that issued on 50 December 2025. So, what Encik Munyandi can do? He must submit Form Q. And what is Form Q? Form Q is a form or notice of appeal to the Special Commissioners of Income Taxes, and he must submit it within 30 days from the date services of the notice of additional assessment. And the last one, where can he submit the Form Q to? He must submit the Form Q to the Director of Inland Revenue. So, let's jump to the next questions. What happens if he misses the official deadline to file his appeal due to being hospitalized? What can he do next? So, we can see here that Encik Munyandi can submit Form N. Oh my god, what is Form N? Form N is an application for extension of time for lodging a notice of appeal. That means hospitalization is legally recognized as a reasonable causes for failing to appeal the 30-day windows. The same question stated that Encik Munyandi has to submit the Form N to the Director General of Inland Revenue, or known as LHDN. So, how is the process and the legal outcome? Director General of Inland Revenue, or the DGIR, will review the application first. So, Encik Munyandi must attach his hospitalization leave certificate, or known as MC, or medical reports as a proof. If the extension is granted, then they will start issuing a new notice of the deadline for Encik Munyandi to submit Form Q. But if the extension is rejected, then he needs to require to forward the application directly to the Special Commissioners of Income Tax, SCIT, and then they will then hold a hearing solely to decide whether Encik Munyandi reason justifies granting the extensions of time. So, for the last question, stated that analyze the legal implications of Encik Munyadi deliberately hiding the 30,000 ringgit consultancy fee in an offshore account. That meant Encik Munyadi intentionally concealing the income and falsely believing the Inland Revenue Board of Malaysia would not find out. So, what is the legal implication that has been broke down by Encik Munyadi? The first one is classifications of offence, means tax evasion while full default. Means Encik Munyadi had committed a tax evasion, unlikely an innocent mistake or omission covered under Section 113. He is deliberately act of hiding money offshore, proves man guilty mind and intent to evade the tax. The second implication is Encik Munyadi can be held by statutory penalties, which mean it is criminal liabilities under the sections 114 subsection 1 of the Income Tax Act 1967. If he prosecuted and found guilty in a court of law, what will happen? He will get a fine between 1,000 ringgit to 20,000 ringgit limit. The next one is imprisonment up to 3 years and or special penalty, a treble penalty of 300% of the tax uncharged as a result of the omissions. The third one is taxability of foreign source income, FSI. So, for the scope of charge, the source of his income is technically derived from Malaysia, regardless of where the client is located or where the money was deposited. So, effectively on 1 January 2022, the foreign source income FSI rule has changes. That means Malaysia tax foreign source income for residing individuals only. It is only tax exempt if specific criteria are met, such as proving it was already taxed in source country. The fourth one is detection via international treaties, AEOI or CRS. AEOI stands for Automatic Exchange of Information. Malaysia is a signatory to the Common Reporting Standard, CRS. Foreign financial institutions in over 100 jurisdictions automatically report the financial account details of Malaysia residents directly to the IRBM annually, so that the IRBM likely discovered that the 30,000 ringgit through this global data sharing network. Alright, for the last one, what is the impact on the 40,000 ringgit that have been deducted for travel entertainment appeal? So, this discovery destroys Encik Munyadi's credibility during his Form Q appeal for the disallowed 40,000 ringgit deductions. That means the tax auditor and the special commissioners of income tax will view his entire tax returns with high suspicion, making them far less likely to accept any undocumented oral explanations regarding the travelling expenses. Alright, that's all, and a very big pleasure of thank you to everyone, and Assalamualaikum.